3 hours late. Who knows when they will arrive? With this storm brewing. Oh, the best laid plans of mice and men. Master! Must you continually sneak up on me while I'm thinking? It's terribly upsetting. I told you to wait downstairs until I called for you.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must speak with you. The monster is getting restless. Last time he was like this, he broke his chains and tore the door clean off his hinges.
Oh,
I don't think I can contain him much longer.
Oh, I'm doing the best I can. Oh, the burden of a reputation. Oh, grandfather, why did I ever find your laboratory notes and embark on this hideous career? Look at this face, Igor. Once I was young and happy. Now I am lined with worry wrinkles.
Your grandfather, Frankenstein, was a great man. Many of the time my grandfather Igor discussed their work together, digging up graves and cutting criminals down from scaffolds and looking for just the right part, then cutting and sewing and cutting. Yuck! Glad I wasn't there.
Yes, I know all the stories well. My grandfather created a monster out of men, an indestructible creature. The only problem was the monster's brain, thanks to your grandfather.
But my grandfather, Igor, can't be blamed. He couldn't read. How was he supposed to know that the brain he stole from the university laboratory was the brain of a nincompoop?
He should have recognized a comrade.
Oh, what a beautiful night! It was on just such a night that the monster was born. The lightning was his mother and gave him the strength of 100 men.
Enough reminiscing. We have plenty of problems of our own, trying to correct the mistakes of the past. The brain transfer machine is ready. We no longer have to operate to change the monster's brain. Using the fluorite crystal, the machine spins the brain into 1 billion particles, sends them through space, and reassembles them in a new cranium.
Oh, that's wonderful, Doctor. But where do we start?
As soon as we find the right brain for the monster.
I know where there's a wonderful brain.
Oh, where?
In here.
No.
But it's a perfectly good brain. It's never been used.
There are brains and then there are brains. I refuse to discuss it further. Now, hopefully, the right brain will arrive this evening. With all this lightning, we shall have added energy for the perfect transfer. I have advertised this castle as a hotel, with all the travel agencies from Berlin to Los Angeles. I had expected a large supply of brains, but so far only one group has made reservations. They will be here tonight. With everything in readiness, we must use one of these brains tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. You must not call me Dr. Frankenstein anymore. I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer. Do you understand?
Yes, Doctor. Baron. But begging your pardon, we have no servants. How are we supposed to run a hotel without maids, bellhops, or cooks?
Oh, simple. You will do it.
Me? But I do everything around here. I cook the meals, I fetch and carry, I clean the machines. I have to watch the monster day and night. And now you want me to carry tourist baggage and run room service? No, it's too much. I quit.
Oh, wait. You don't understand. If one of our guests is chosen for the honor of the brain transfer, then you will be in the perfect position to plant the crystal on him. You know I have not yet learned to focus the rays of the machine. I have placed one crystal on the creature, and this one must be placed on the body of the subject, whose brain is to be transferred. I cannot succeed without your help. Do not desert me in my hour of need. I shall be lost without you.
Oh, there, Doctor. I won't desert you. How could you say such a thing about a kind, loyal, hard-working Igor?
Very well, very well. Go get the rooms ready. Our guests should be arriving shortly. A family of American tourists. Oh, quickly, a mixin of the sedative. We do not want him frightening our guests. Use the good whiskey tonight. Perhaps we should be grateful he hid in the brewery the last time he escaped. It is so much easier to sedate now. But make sure those chains are secure. The energy transfer may be more violent than we had calculated, and we do not want him running around the countryside, mauling the villagers. Grandfather, do you hear your creation moaning for relief? I, Baron Henry von Frankenstein III, shall correct your mistakes. I shall perfect your creation and end the failures of the past. I shall remove the curse of the Frankensteins.
The sedative is ready, Doctor.
Good. Make no delay. Get him quiet as soon as you can.
Yes.
And make the rooms ready with a nice warm fire.
Yes.
Now, if this storm will hold until we arrive.
Henry, darling! Oh, you look surprised to see me.
Natasha Nabritsky.
Ah, you have not forgotten me. It is so nice to see you again. The Carpathian Mountains are so lonely and quiet, like a mausoleum. Oh, don't be silly, darling. Put it away. Put it away. I am taking treatments at the Van Helsing Health Clinic in Budapest. I drink nothing now but cranberry juice. Oh, my trunk will be arriving shortly. Oh, it's simply beautiful.
But my guest.
Oh, look, Henry. Look, Henry. I don't like to be pushy, but I do not like to be refused anything. Now, my trunk will be arriving shortly, and Vlad, well, I am leaving Vlad again. I am tired of his running around night after night after every new young thing.
Maybe if you settle down, you would too. Your leaving him is ridiculous. You two were made for each other. You always go back to him, so why leave him in the first place?
It's not ridiculous. I am tired of sitting at home waiting for him to drop me some crumb of attention. I am not going to be the bat in his belfry any longer. Oh, like I said, my trunk will be arriving shortly. It's simply beautiful. It's a new one that I got in Egypt.
But, your trunk will interfere with my guests.
Look, Henry, if you do not give me a room, I will fly around and frighten your guests out of your hotel, and then there will just be me and you left.
That's blackmail.
Of course. You still have that bumbling idiot with you.
Yes, and he has good reason to remember you, too.
Oh, it was really quite harmless, Henry. Oh, you gave me the slip, and Igor was available. I was trying to torment Vlad with jealousy.
But Igor, how could Vlad suspect Igor?
I was desperate. But I had to take what I could get. And you escaped with your trickery, and Igor was left. And so... Now,
with a guess.
Oh, what is this? Oh, make reservations for 5, stop. Julius T. Woodknocker and family, stop. Arriving October 3rd, stop. See the World Travel Agency, Manhattan, New York. Oh, darling, what does this mean? Who's this Julius T. Woodknocker and family?
I have gone out of the monster business. I have decided to turn this castle into a vacation paradise.
Oh, wonderful! All this old place needs is some new blood.
Blood?
Just an expression, darling.
Thought I told you the last time I saw you, I wanted nothing more to do with you. Or your husband.
Well,
By the way, where is the Count?
I am leaving Claude again. I'm tired, like I told you of his flying around night after night, after some young new thing. Tell me, do you still have that bumbling idiot with you?
Igor, yes,
Okay.
Igor.
Master! Master!
Hello, my little pets. My, how you have not changed.
What is she doing here?
Oh, she just flew in for a little visit. There's nothing to worry about.
Because of you, I was beaten. The dogs are set upon me. And I was chased over half of Transylvania. For revenge!
I warn you, Henry. You keep him under control. Or next time I will not restrain myself. Come, beast. Show me to my room, and when my trump arrives, bring it up.
Welcome to Hotel Frankenstein. I hope your visit will be enjoyable. May I introduce myself? I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer, your host.
Julius T. Woodknocker here. This is Mrs. Woodknocker and all the little Woodknockers. Here, my card. What drink you got here? Early gargoyle. Say, when we eat, I'll have 2 fried eggs, 2 poached eggs, 2 scrambled eggs, and 2 real medium boiled eggs. Roast beef, rare, medium, well done, overdone. Say, do you have any stewed prunes?
Stewed prunes, I suppose so.
No. Give him some black coffee, that'll sober him up. Well, let me make something perfectly clear. I am here for relaxation and rest. I have a case of the nerves on leg and I'm just trying to go to sleep. I must have quiet. I said quiet!
Pop was really shaking up in Paris. He got caught in the elevator at the Eiffel Tower and had to ride up and down and up and down 3 times before they let him out.
I haven't had such a case of seasickness and sea biscuit lost the 5th race in Hialeah.
Very amusing, Mr. Woodknocker.
Not half as amusing as he thought it was.
Ah, my bitter half has all the poise, modesty, and ill humor in the family.
Don't push me too far, Julius. This is not the place to discuss family histories. Remember your nerves.
My wife doesn't think I'm funny. Say, Junior, how much to run into an open manhole?
Just a cover job.
We'll drop in sometime.
Sure.
Yeah, we cleaned that up pretty well, didn't we?
I don't understand.
Neither do I. And don't let it happen again.
Julius, please. Can't we ever take a trip? Or even go for a night out without you going through these antics? I swear you do this just to embarrass me. Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Oh, you can call me Henry.
Henry.
Let's not get too familiar here.
Henry. My husband has been in vaudeville since he was young. Very young. Over the years, he has forgotten what is reality and what is a play.
A play is reality, a reality is a play, or vice versa. There was cricket in there somewhere, but I doubt it. 1 for all, and all for me, and me for you, and 3 for 5, and 6 for a quarter.
I must say, you look very familiar to me.
My husband is not who you think he is.
That's a lie. I know exactly who I am. I am an imposter. Or that's an impersonator.
He is a continual source of embarrassment to his family. But that doesn't stop him. Nothing stops him. He will insult anyone. Now he claims to be suffering from nerves and insomnia. And the doctor has sent him on the to recover. But actually, he has been trying to drive me to a nervous breakdown for 20 years.
That is not a drive. That is a short cut. 2018 ice water. Well, how'd you get it? Oh, you want some. That's different then. What? No, I don't want any ice, do you? No, this is Coconut Beach, Florida. No snow, no ice. Get some onions. That will make your ice water.
Very good, Mr. Woodknocker. Now, there seems to be only 4 of you.
Say, that's pretty good. Oh, but a little practice. You can learn to count to 10.
Julius, we have had enough comedy for one evening.
What I mean, sir, is the travel agency wired there would be 5 of you.
Ah, that would be our 5th wheel, Mrs. McGonagall. She's out in the car, refuses to get out, says this place looks like something out of a monster picture. Mrs. McGonagall, she may look like an idiot. She may speak like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. She's an idiot. Drew, why don't you go out the car?
It was horrible, horrible, most horrible. I was sitting in the car and this horrible face peeked through the side window. Oh, it was the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
She was actually looking in the rearview mirror.
Frightened it away.
That's a good look at her.
My screaming frightened it away.
This is Miss McGonagall, our housekeeper and traveling companion. Any resemblance between her and the living is purely accidental.
Julius, I'm warning you. Now calm down, Mrs. McGonagall. Whatever it was didn't hurt you. You'll just work yourself into an anxious state of mind with the long trip up to Mount Side, the appearance of the hotel, the coming storm. You just need a rest.
Oh, I'm not staying tonight in this place. Why, I'd be too frightened to close my eyes. Who knows what might be lurking in the corners or under the bed?
I could say something, but I won't.
I'm sure you'll feel differently once you've refreshed yourself.
Yes. Now, Mr. Frankfurter.
That's Frankenmeyer.
Yes, Mr. Frankenheimer. How much are the rooms?
Well, how much? I haven't thought of that. Would $20 be too much?
$20. To say in a rundown place like this, that's outrageous. Pick up your bags. We're going.
Oh, now you're talking.
Julius, it is too late to find another place to stay. We have reservations and we're staying. If you want to leave tomorrow, fine. But I am not budging tonight.
No, you can't go. These roads are very dangerous at night, especially with the storm coming in. We can reach a settlement tomorrow, which I'm sure will be agreeable to all of us.
This isn't the first time he's done this. Most people expect to spend money when they travel, but not him. In Paris, he stormed out of our reserved hotel, and we carried our bags all over the city for 5 hours looking for a cheaper place. And then we ended up back in the first hotel.
It was the principle of the thing.
I'm principled out. I'm tired. Miriam's tired. Junior has run off somewhere. I refuse to leave. If you want to sit on your back in the lobby, that's your affair.
Very well. We'll stay. But I want quiet.
Thank you, Julius. Now where's Junior? Junior? Junior!
Here I am, Mom. Hey, Pop, this place is up. It would be a peachy place for murder.
Junior!
Well, I'll have you shown to your room. Then I'll prepare something for you to eat and have it brought up to your rooms. I'm sure you must be famished after your long journey.
Ooh, that's the face.
You come on out of there, or Miss McGonagall break delivery, bone in your body.
Go to it, Pop.
Oh, stop! Stop! This harmless creature is the bellboy.
You thought Paris was bad.
He is as harmless as a puppy dog. Now, Igor, get the baggage and show our guests to their rooms.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, mice!
Rather large for now.
Oh, well, the sound echoes through the lower halls, but there's nothing to be frightened about. They always stay below in the dungeons.
Dungeons? Oh boy, can I see the lock?
No!
Oh.
They're all locked and sealed shut. No one has been in them for years.
Say, mister, does this place have secret passages going from room to room?
I don't think so. That's enough, Junior. You can explore later.
Gotcha, Pop.
Igor will show you to your rooms.
Be careful with those bags. They have all of my costumes. You lose those and I'll have to play Lady Godiva. And believe me, I don't have the equipment.
Pop, this way.
He said it, Ruth. I didn't.
Don't you dare.
Not a suitable brain among them all. I suppose I must make do with all this light. The energy in the machine will be ready at 11 o'clock. I will give the crystal to Igor, and then he will place it on... which one? The boy? Not old enough. Mrs. McGonagall? Never. Not Mrs. Woodknocker or the girl. There's only one choice, unfortunately. Mr. Woodknocker. As soon as the crystal is planted, we will sedate him. And then, at 11 o'clock, my monster will have a new brain! Oh, the thrill of it! Igor, answer the door. Whoever it is, get rid of them. And keep an eye on our guests. I don't want to lose any of them.
Yes.
I must recheck the instruments. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! My! Oh my! Oh!
Get rid of him, he says. Fetch him, carry. Carry. Fetch him, carry. I should have made them carry this in first. Fetch and carry. Fetch and carry. Fetch. Carry. One day, I'll get my revenge. When somebody wants me to get something, I won't get it. Better yet, if I could get my brain transferred into the body of the monster, I'll be the most powerful man alive. Yeah. When the doctor hands me that crystal, I'll just keep it for myself. And I will be the master around here.
Hello, Mr. Igor. What are you doing?
Fetch and carry.
Say, that looks like a mummy case. Who does it belong to?
Yes.
I wonder if there's anything in it. Can I see?
No. I'll get in trouble. I don't need any more trouble. I gotta answer the door. Don't touch the box. Leave the box alone. Don't touch the box.
Nuts. Nothing but a little dirt. Oh, well, this place has its possibilities. Now, if I were a secret passage, where would I be? Nope. Nope. Nah. Ah, the fireplace. There's always something in the fireplace. No. Ah, there you are, you little devil. I knew this place had secret passages. I bet this leads to every room in the castle.
But I must see the doctor. It's very important. A matter of life and death.
The doctor's working on his experiment. He cannot be disturbed.
But he must be disturbed. Tomorrow is the full moon. I have only one night left.
A full moon?
Yes. The full moon.
You mean the full moon?
Well, that's what I said. I'm tired of repeating myself. I am Sir Lawrence Talbot III. So you've heard of me?
Yes. But never did I think we would meet.
Well, I'm not a bad one. I have feelings, needs, wants, desires. But when the full moon rises above that mountain, I change. I become this hairy beast with jagged teeth and a thirst for blood. Now get the doctor.
Full moon! Don't touch the box!
Excuse me, Mr. Frankenmeyer? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Mr. Frankenmeyer.
That's quite all right, Miss.
I'm Maria Woodknocker. Are you a guest here too?
I am Lawrence Talbot. I suppose I am a guest here, yes.
I know this is going to sound forward, but do you by any chance play tennis?
Tennis.
I was just going to ask Mr. Frankenmeyer where the tennis courts are so I can practice in the morning. If you play, we can play doubles with my father and brother. They're quite good. They won the doubles trophy at the Oak Government Country Club last summer. You know, my father plays such wretched golf, but the tennis seemed the only alternative. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dominate the conversation. It's just that I get tired of talking to my family all day.
That's quite all right. Your conversation is delightful. Really.
Thank you. I'm afraid it's true, though. I haven't had anyone to talk to since we came on this trip. I don't speak French or German.
Well, I speak English like a native. I lived in England for many years.
I love England. It's history and all. I'd like to go to London someday. We didn't go there this time because his father was on tour to play with my mother shortly after they were married.
So your father's an actor?
Yes, he's a comedian. You know, at home he's quite ordinary, fun, not too different from most fathers. But when he is in public, he turns into the most outrageous character. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know quite well. When will this torment end?
Are you all right, Mr. Talbot? It's only a story.
Yes, it's only a story.
Well, anyway, Mother was in my father's play company. You know, she was a dancer, and Father made her retire. I think she resented it a little, and still does. Father hasn't been feeling well, nerves and insomnia, so his doctor suggested he take this trip. He hasn't felt much better. He gets seasick at the mention of a ship. And the ship we were on sat so high in the water that it rocked from side to side, standing still as a duck.
That's very amusing.
Father didn't think so.
You know, I don't think I've enjoyed myself in years. Until this very moment.
Mr. Talbot, I believe.
Yes. And you are
Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Frankenmeyer. I see you. Well, I must have a word with you, Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Don't let me disturb you. I hope to see you later, Mr. Talbot. You're very interesting to talk to. Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer, where are your tennis courts?
Tennis courts? Oh, well, I'll have Igor string some netting up tomorrow morning in the garden.
Thank you. I'll see you later, Mr. Talbot.
Well, please, call me Larry. I do hope to see you again. You make me forget my troubles.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
But doctor! Where am I going to get a net?
Don't argue. Just do it. Oh, but first, get something for the Melvin.
Melvin?
Melvin.
Melvin? Melvin? Oh, Melvin! Melvin.
Still playing with monsters, Dr. Frankenstein?
Don't call me doctor. And it's none of your business what I'm doing. What do you want?
I'll take a drink first. Igor, a drink for Mr. Talbot. And I'll have one too. I have a feeling this is going to be a long night. Tell me, Mr. Talbot, what is it you want?
Well, you obviously know who I am. Doctor, tomorrow is the full moon. I cannot go through another full moon like the last one. You don't know what it's like. Living your life month after month, year after year, knowing no matter where you are or what you're doing, whenever that moon changes, you'll change too. Your body is racked with agony. You're hunted like a wild dog. Doctor, I cannot go on like this. That girl, I don't dare be friendly with her, let alone begin to like her. For fear I shall see the mark of my next victim in her hands. Doctor, I cannot go on like this. You must cure me.
That would be impossible. It would take months, perhaps years of study before I could attempt to cure it.
Then kill me, Dr. Frankenstein. Do the same from that dog.
Oh, calm down. Calm down. Perhaps there is a way. It would take some time, some trial and error. But there are possibilities. I will strike a bargain with you. If you will help me with my experiment, then I will help you.
Yes. Anything to be free of this curse.
Once you begin, there will be no turning back. Agreed? Agreed. Then, let us drink to our partnership. To success. To freedom.
To Melvin.
And now, listen carefully. This is a fluorite crystal. It is very rare. It is the key to your future happiness. But you must make no mistakes.
Don't worry, Dr. Frankenstein.
I won't. I was going to give this crystal to Igor, but a man who is desperate will make certain that nothing goes wrong. This crystal focuses the rays of my brain transfer machine.
Your what?
I don't have time for details. You must have this crystal placed on the body of Mr. Woodknocker.
Woodknocker, but isn't that
The girl's father, yes. He's a little strange, but he is intelligent. And if my experiment works, I can retrain him as I want to. The energy from the machine is focused through the crystal. The brain is changed into a billion particles and sent through space. It takes several hours to build up the energy necessary to make the transfer. It is very dangerous until the energy is released. It will be ready tonight at 11 o'clock. You must have this crystal placed on the body of Mr. Woodknocker before then. If you are still in possession of the crystal, then your brain will be in the brain of the monster, and the monster's brain will be in you. You have just 1 hour. Do not fail.
But you're going to steal some man's brain. No, it's too soon. The full moon. It's not until tomorrow.
Talbot.
The sedative. Igor, you idiot!
Did you call?
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker.
Oh, it's good to see you again, but I have no one to blame but myself.
Doctor! Doctor!
Doctor? I'm a doctor. Where's the horse? Oh, well, just as I thought. You've been smoking too much.
Mr. Woodknocker, it's Talbot. He's fainted.
Don't tell me. I'll figure it out for myself. Oh, this leg's going to have to come off. I seriously doubt this man can afford my services. Oh, I can't do anything for this man. He's fainted. Must have seen this in the goggle. Well, what he needs is a long motion voice. I'm going up to the garden to take a walk. If he should recover, don't blame me.
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, it may start raining. You would get wet in the garden. Getting wet would not be good for your health.
Yes, I'd get wet. And if the sun were out, I'd get sunstroke. Now, Mr. Frankensteiner, if you're going to criticize a man, don't criticize him unless you walk the mile in his shoes. That way, when you criticize him, you're a mile away, and you've got his shoes.
That man is crazy. Perhaps I made a mistake. What am I going to do with Talbot? I can't just leave him lying here. That's it. I'll put him in here until I can get Igor to remove him to the dungeons.
Where the bathrooms are? In my room, there's only a bowl and a pitcher of water.
Why now?
Well, I've searched through the halls upstairs. I'm going to try to find one down here. Now, don't stay down here too late, dear. It's getting dark, and there's no lights in the hallways. Accommodations in these old European hotels are terrible.
Mother, before you leave, may I ask you a question?
Well, certainly, dear. What about?
Well, did you love Father when you married him?
Oh, Miriam, of course I loved your father. I still do, very much. Do you think I don't?
I know you do. It's just you're always scolding him, and he likes to do everything he can to aggravate you, to make you argue with him.
Oh, Miriam, I guess we just do it so much we don't realize we're doing it. I don't even remember how it started. I guess it looks like we're the best of enemies. Your father has given me some wonderful years. I was going with his brother when I met your father. I was part of your father's vaudeville act, a dancer. He introduced me to your father the night he hired me as a dance partner. I never forgave me for marrying Julius.
Was it love at first sight? I mean, can such things really happen?
Well, it's certainly a whirlwind romance. I suppose a girl can meet a guy for the first time and know he's Mr. Right. But it's better to learn a lot more about Mr. Right than I knew about your father. There's less shocks and surprises that way.
Mother, will you do me a favor? Try to overlook a little of what Father does. He may not try so hard to offend you.
Well, it's hard to change overnight. But I'll think awfully hard about it and do my best. Now, you better be going upstairs. It's starting to get a little chilly.
I won't stay down too long, Mother. We'll play tennis in the morning, have dinner together tomorrow night, and we'll dance on the terrace in the moonlight.
Fetch and carry, fetch and carry. Move the body from this box to that box.
Oh, hello, Mr. Igor. Have you seen Mr. Talbot?
No!
Well, if you see him, will you make sure and tell him that Miss Woodknocker is looking forward to playing tennis with him in the morning?
I never have any fun. Nobody ever asked me to play tennis with them in the morning. But when my wonder praise is in the monster's wonderful body, then I will have fun making life miserable for other people. Yes, and I shall be the master around here. Ooh, now to get that crystal.
Candace, you don't know what it means to me to find another insomniac wandering through the dark halls at night, searching for relief, for peace that never comes, and suddenly ready to get out.
Darling, I know how you feel. When the sun goes down, my eyes, they are wide open.
Oh, I love how you say darling, darling, darling.
Oh, darling.
Yes.
Oh, my throat has arrived.
Oh, I must have been out and had a truck. But it wasn't me, we sold for $40. In fact, that's the truck.
Isn't it beautiful? I got it in Egypt.
Well, Egypt you do, huh? Reminds me of a girl I used to know. She was fair and fat and 40. That wasn't too shabby either. Reminds me of the Prince of Wales. Not the present Prince of Wales, but the old one. When I say Wales, I mean Wales. I know a whale when I see one.
Oh, darling, you are so full of whimsy.
Oh, can you see it from there? This always happens when I eat radish.
Would you like a drink?
No, I never touch the stuff.
Oh, I have a terrible craving for a Bloody Mary.
Pop, Pop, I've been looking all over for you.
Well, look upstairs. If I'm not up there, I'll be out in the garden under a cabbage leaf.
But Pop, this is serious. Mr. Frankenmeyer is really Dr. Frankenstein, and he's going to steal your brain with the machine that uses a crystal.
That's outrageous! Why still, when they can rent it for 30 to 50, including tax? Let me smell your breath. Huh, just as I thought, I told you to lay off of the lemonade.
But Pop, hey, there's a man in the box. Go check the box, then you'll know I'm not lying.
Very well, my good man. Let me try that again. You didn't tell me this was a music box. Doesn't play anything else. How about home on the range?
wasn't me, you know who it was. What's the matter?
I found a huge basket into my room.
Oh, I thought it was Mother.
It might have been. Have you ever seen her without her makeup on? Last time I saw her, she was arguing with the wall.
She went looking for the bathroom.
Oh, where did she go?
She went down the hall that way.
Oh, these halls are dangerous if you don't know where you're going. I'll call Igor to look for her.
I'm not budging from this spot.
What are you doing back there?
I was setting a trap for mice.
Oh, a far-fetched story. You've been waiting there to jump out at me, and don't tell me you weren't.
Oh, quickly, Igor, quickly. We must find Mrs. Woodknocker before...
That's rude. But what's that?
Mice!
Ah, that figures. Ruth hates mice.
Quickly, Igor, quickly. No, you must not follow. These halls are dangerous. Please stay here.
Oh, this is the worst thing you've ever done to us. I'm coming, Mrs. Woodknocker. Oh, maybe I'll just wait here. Anything in that morning case?
Oh, of course. The Wolfman. I'd open it, but I don't have any Wolfman. Miss McGonagall, why don't you open it?
I didn't know such a thing, Mr. Woodknocker. If there's anything in there, I don't want to see it. Miss McGonagall!
Grace, good evening.
Ah, so my intuition was correct.
My darling, you know I cannot live without you. My heart is out.
A pretty story, but I don't believe it.
Discuss this later. But first, you must introduce me, my dear.
If you insist. This is Mr. Woodknocker. And this is his son and his daughter.
And these must be Mrs. Woodknocker.
Not in your wildest nightmares.
This is my husband, the Count.
Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo, I presume.
I know. I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. My castle is in the Carpathian Mountains near the Warrior Pass.
Never heard of it.
I am sorry.
I'm not. Ever hear of Cucamonga?
Oh, it's him, it's him. Those beady eyes, I'd know him anywhere.
Allow me to introduce myself to this Asian loveliness.
Those beady eyes must be blind as a bat.
I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. You remind me of the beautiful women of my country.
Oh, I am sorry. For a moment you reminded me of... Oh, it's quite ridiculous.
She's fainted.
Seem to be contagious around here. Oh, Ruth.
Henry, look who just arrived.
Oh,
Why, Henry, you don't look pleased to see me. After all, you should remember that forever my darling, little Natasha. I am not far away.
Julius, darling, it was you.
Oh, Ruth, I appreciate the affection, but this is hardly the place.
It came out of the dark, growling and stumbling, its eyes aflame, and its arms outstretched, like this.
That was just Mrs. McGonagall sleepwalking again.
Mr. Woodknocker, I've been here all the time.
Marion Jr., take your mother to her room.
Papa!
We'll talk about your man in the box later.
the man in the box.
There's a man in the box.
He knows, Pop.
Next day in the Oxbay, we'll discuss this later.
Where is the crystal?
I couldn't find it.
You hop along too, Mrs. McGonagall. Now, Mr. Frankenstein, what's going on here?
Why, nothing.
Do I look like an idiot? Don't answer that. I may look like an idiot, but I'm no dope. You advertise this dump as a quiet restful retreat. Everyone is going around screaming. I am not a well man. I take pills. I take yellow pills and blue pills and green pills and orange pills and pills to remind me to take pills. Which reminds me, here, you can have one.
Can't mean you take these pills.
Oh, that's my golf ball. I wonder what I teed off with this morning. Anyway, I must have absolute quiet. Insomnia is terrible.
Why does this happen to me?
Henry, is that man a lunatic or one of your new creations?
He's an American. Igor, bring me my drink.
No! America. I've heard of these Americans. Perhaps these shall go to America one day. A fresh new country, new faces, new blood.
And beautiful women.
My darling, jealous Natasha.
What should I be doing? A silly woman who screams at bats.
My darling, you know I love only you. You are the moon of my night. Without you, I am but a hollow shell, doomed to fly the night, a lovelorn monster.
The monster! Oh, I completely forgot! The monster! Quickly, Igor, get the shackles. We must find him. It's nearly 11 o'clock. Please, my friends, I need your help. Fly over the forest. See if you can see him. Igor and I will search the village and the brewery.
Oh, I will check the brewery.
My darling, watch out for that tree on the left! Crazy demon flyers.
All I wanted was a brain!
did he go?
That way.
Out there!
Yeah, huh?
Oh no! He's probably all mauling the villagers. It's gonna take me at least 10 minutes to find him. I don't think there's gonna be much anything happening here for a while. So I think we'll just have an intermission. Now, if Frankenstein's monster has scared you a little too much, there's 2 rooms back that way. Ladies first, gentlemen's second. They both have bowls of water and pitchers. But don't drink out of those bowls. You want something to drink. There's some nice fizzy drinks over that way. And some candy. But you can't go that way. If you do, you might get lost in the dungeons. And then your brain might be in the body of the monster. You don't want that. You've got to go that way. You've got to walk clear around, get what you want to eat or drink, and then come back. You only have 10 minutes, or we just might start without you. Well, I have to go. Oh, one more thing. Don't touch the box. Put him down! You got enough pets already! Put him down! Take him to his feet. Okay. No! Give him a treat! No! He's too little for that! Give him a kid's treat! Give it to him! Give it to him! There you go. Candy from strange people. Look at that. You're drunk enough already. Put it back. Now get back to the laboratory. No, I said laboratory, not lavatory. Oh, all right. Make it quick. Come on.
Wonder I got any sleep at all last night with all that racket. It sounds like a steam locomotive pulling into Grand Central Station and your father yelling, "Quiet!" every 5 minutes out in the hallway. Finally got to put it in earplugs, and that felt until the walls started shaking. This is not my idea of a quiet, restful retreat.
But Mom, I have got to talk to Pop.
Well, you will just have to wait. Why don't you talk with me? I have been alone this entire day. Miriam has been gone with Mr. Talbot since this morning. I've barely had a chance to say, "How do you do?" And she drug him out the door, through the garden, and down the hillside. I haven't seen Mr. Frankenstein all day, and Mr. Igor has been running in and out without so much as a beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon.
And then I had the most tasteless lunch. Have you had anything to eat?
I'm not hungry, Mom.
Well, you need to run upstairs and get changed for dinner. You look like you've been through a cold bin.
Can I ask you a question about what you saw last night?
Oh, I'm sure your father was right about what happened. He said it was just my imagination. The dark hall, the breeze that blew out the candle, the flash of lightning.
Was it about this tall
Yes, yes, it was.
and about this wide?
Yes,
Did it have a high forehead
yes.
and a greenish face with two silver things on its cheek?
Junior, didn't you
No. I was just asking. I'm sure it's just your imagination.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Woodknocker. Good afternoon, Junior. You haven't seen the Count, have you?
I haven't seen anyone.
Oh, I couldn't sleep last night with all that racket. And I saw the Count pull a large box into his room. It's right across the hall from me. I've been knocking at his door all day, but he doesn't answer. Or you don't suppose something's happened to him, do you?
There's something strange about that Count.
Oh, nonsense. I think he's charming.
Well, I think he's a gigolo.
Oh, what?
A gigolo. A guy that runs after women for their money.
You mean a gigolo?
Yeah, a guy that runs
I
after...
know what it means. How do you know?
I read it in a book once.
Well, I think he's charming.
Frankenstein, what happened?
I had a little problem with the boiler. Please excuse my appearance and my neglect of you. Have you seen Mr. Talbot?
He's been gone with my daughter all day. I certainly hope they return soon. These clouds are looking threatening again.
Mr. Frankenstein, have you seen the Count? He's still a guest here, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he's still a guest here. He sleeps a lot during the day. He's a night person.
Sounds like Pop.
Oh dear, it is going to storm again. It's getting so dark. Oh, I better get Julius to go look for Miriam. Something must have happened. I would have been back by now.
Oh, I'm sure she's all right. And I'm going to stroll in the garden.
Say, Mr. Frankenstein, how long have you owned this hotel?
I inherited this castle from my grandfather. Don't you have someplace you need to be?
No.
What are you doing there?
I'm a junior detective of America. The great next chapter. While collecting clues and evidence, we write it down. Saves time when putting things together later.
Evidence?
Yeah, you know, clues and evidence for solving mysteries, murders, and robberies. What's that knocking?
Oh, knocking? I don't hear any knocking.
Are you all right, Mr. Frankenmeyer? You seem awfully nervous this evening.
Oh, my God, it's all.
I'd better go. I hear my mom calling.
Henry, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you are going to be. You have me out all night searching for that creature of yours. I come back to my room absolutely exhausted. The sun is starting to come through the window, and my box, it is not here. I searched frantically for my box, and that nincompoop Igor has left it down here. I hardly had time to get to my box. I opened the lid, and there was a man sleeping inside. I barely had time to roll him out and get into the box myself before the sun comes through the window. I have a terrible headache, and on top of it all, I broke a nail.
I'm sorry, but nothing seems to be going right. There was so much energy in the machine that it nearly blew up. It was only a miracle that it didn't. We got back with the creature just in time. I've been working all day trying to get it repaired and ready for tonight as Talbot is gone with the crystal. Well, it's a critical part of the machine. I wish I had a recording of this so I wouldn't have to repeat it to everyone who walks in the room. Anyway, Talbot is gone with the crystal and Igor is acting strange. I can't trust anyone anymore. Natasha, darling, if you will help me with my experiment, I will do anything to make it up to you.
Well, darling, when you put it that way, how can I refuse you? What do you want me to do?
I must get the crystal planted on Mr. Woodknocker. The machine is building energy again. This time, I have set the automatic controls so that nothing will stop it. At 11 o'clock, it will automatically switch brains. I will get the crystal and give it to you. Then you snuggle up to Mr. Woodknocker and slip it in his pocket.
Oh, I could do that. Of course. So he went over and said, Madam, I'm terribly sorry that my son's toast landed in your plate. If it should happen again, I shall see that he throws the jam with it. Well, Mother was just furious.
Oh, good evening, Miss Woodknocker. Mr. Talbot.
Hello, Mr. Frankenstein.
Have you met the Countess, Larry?
No, I don't believe I have.
Charmed, I'm sure, Mr. Talbot. I thought of you, but never did I think we would meet. But somehow you seem strangely familiar, as if we had already met.
Well, I've heard of you as well, Countess, and your illustrious husband.
Ah, young people are so happy together. I remember when I was young. Well, Henry, I will be back before it is time for you to proceed. I must take some exercise. Ah, the children of the night. What beautiful music they make.
Talbot, I must speak with you.
Yes, yes. Now, Miriam, it has been a wonderful day, and I shall never forget it. Please remember to wear the herb necklace I gave you. Don't ever take it off.
But it has such an odor, Larry.
But I told you, it's a special herb for warding off evil.
Oh, you Europeans are so superstitious.
I know, but please wear it anyway.
Talbot?
Yes. Now, Miriam, I shall see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh no, we're having dinner together tonight with my family. And then we're going dancing on the terrace in the moonlight.
The moonlight?
You men are all alike. Mention the word dancing and you fall apart. Now I'm going upstairs to change and I'll expect to see you later.
But... Doctor, did you hear that? She expects to have dinner with me tonight.
No, don't worry about that. You've got plenty of time before the moon rises. Now, give me the crystal.
I don't have it.
What do you mean?
I don't have it. I woke up this morning lying on the floor. I barely had time to stand up and pull myself together before Miriam and her mother came in.
You find that crystal or I'll see you doomed.
Don't threaten me, Doctor. I'm in control of myself now, but in a couple of hours.
You find that crystal and I'll see you don't have to worry about that. I have a sleeping potion that will put you out cold, and I'll lock you in the dungeons until we find a cure. But only if you find that crystal. Now, get busy. Time is running out.
Oh, Count, your stories are so thrilling. Please tell me more.
Gracious, we. Henry told me that we had more guests. You must introduce us, Henry.
This is Mr. Talbot, the Count Alucard, and this is Mrs. McGonagall and her hat.
Mr. Talbot, I've heard it, but never did.
Did I think we would meet?
How did you know?
Well, I read your script.
I see. Now, I was just telling Mrs. McGonagall about my castle in Transylvania. You should all come for a visit one day. You will have some fun. wonderful, rugged countryside. It's so exhilarating to go hunting. The wolves, the fiery eyes glowing in the night. And I love to fly through the cloudless night over the twinkling lights of the villages, national crimes and valleys of the mountains.
Oh, you have an airplane? How? Really? I've always wanted to learn how to fly.
Perhaps I shall teach you one day. Come, Mrs. McGonagall. Let's watch the moon rise above the rugged mountain peaks. Such a wonderful sight to behold. It reminds me of the Baroque battlements of my castle.
Oh, Count, I'd love to see your broken battlements.
I can't go through with this. But we had a bar. I know, but to steal a man's brain. Your monster is made of dead men. That's hideous enough, but to steal a living man's brain. There is the mistakes of the past. And a dead man's brain has too much deteriorated tissue. Even when we operated, we damaged the cells and the tissues. But a complete reassembly of the cells and tissue. Think of it! I can't! Doctor, I didn't ask to be the way I am. It's a disease, a curse, but I'm not willfully like this. You're willfully doing evil. Evil Schmeevil. You think you're driven by a curse? Well, so am I. The curse of the unknown. The curse of the past. Preying on the future. Failure is my curse. But I will not fail again. If your heart is so weak at the thought of the sacrifice of one man for the advancement of science. But science? What science? Is it going to save lives? Will it make the world a better place? I refuse to discuss it further. If you won't put the crystal on Mr. Woodknocker, I'll do it myself. Just find that crystal before the moon rises, or it'll be too late to do anything about your problem.
Master! Master! The machine is overheating, all the dollars spinning!
Oh no, you've touched something.
No!
I told you not to touch anything. Oh, why did this happen to me? I think I shall go mad. Find that crystal. Time is running out. Oh, get away, you idiot! Go help Talbot find the crystal.
It's not nice to treat people the way he treats me. He's gotten very mean lately. I think I shall need another master. Say, how about you?
No thanks. I have enough trouble looking after myself. Besides, with you and your bumbling that got us into this mess in the first place. You with your drug drinks.
I don't think I like you any better than I like him. With all I know, I'll have a fine tale to tell a certain lady I know.
Silence, you fool. If you breathe a word about me to anyone, it shall be your last breath. Help me find the crystal.
If I find it, I won't give it to you.
Looking for something?
None of your business!
We'll see about that, Mr. Igor. That is the wolf man. He's been on burying all day.
You drugged me out of bed to show me that? You told me there was a fire. He doesn't look too wolfish to me. My son tells me you're the daughter that's been after my wolf.
You must be Mr. Woodknocker.
I was last time I checked.
How do you do?
All I can thank you. Oh, when's this boat gonna stop rocking? I get seasick on dry land. Well, where's the porthole? Oh. Let's get down to brass knuckles. What are your designs on my daughter?
Well, I like your daughter very much, Mr. Woodknocker.
Aha! Wild sheep in wolf's clothing.
You better hurry, the doctor won't like it.
Another country welcome. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Oh, I carried your baggage?
Not sure that I'm seeing you now, but it must be something I ate. Oh, why don't you scram, huh? Do something with your hair. Get a makeover. Get a facelift. Oh. Well, Mr. Talbot. My son here, he's known in our neck of the woods as Snoop Woodknocker, junior detective. He thinks something funny's going around here, which is more than I can say.
You don't have much time, Pop. Frankenstein told Igor that the machine was set and all they needed was that crystal.
Oh, well. Mr. Talbot, if that's your real name, what are you doing here?
Well,
What? Don't tell me. You're looking for something you lost last night when you fainted.
But how did you know that?
No. Is it smaller than a bread box?
Mr. Woodknocker?
Would it fit in a box on the mantel?
What?
Pop!
Isn't that where you put it?
What'd you tell him for?
Oh.
But how did you know where it was?
Well, Snoop here overheard you talking with Dr. Frankenstein or Frankenmeyer or Frankenheimer or Frankfurt. Anyway, must have been a convention. Anyway, when you were taking a snoozing out their box, Junior pinched that little bubble.
So you know everything.
Well, I know Snoop's side of the boondoggle. What's yours?
Does it really matter?
Well, certainly. Every public nuisance deserves a good defense. Just keep it short. I'm only here for a week.
Well, what could I tell you the Junior hasn't already explained?
Who says I believe him? I mean, good boy, tells the truth as far as he knows it, but, I don't know.
Well, I have it all down here in my notebook. He says to the doctor, you'll have to cure me or kill me. Then the doctor says...
All right. I'll tell my own story. Thank you. And then, Mr. Woodknocker, I'll walk out that door, and you'll never have to hear from me again, but don't tell Miriam. I don't want her to know. Tell her that I have some terminal disease, that it would never work out between us.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, you may not know me by my real name, Lawrence Talbot, but you have heard of the Wolfman. Well, I'm the Wolfman.
I told you, Pop.
The Wolfman, eh? I've heard of you, but never did I
think we would meet.
Have you been picking up my scrap?
Yes, well. Well, I never asked to be the Wolfman. It's a disease, a curse. I've searched for years to find a cure, or at least some peace of mind. That's why I came here. I thought perhaps the doctor could help me. He said that he would, but only if I helped him first with his experiment. It turns out his experiment was some plot to steal your brain and put it into the monster his grandfather created using this crystal in some machine. He plans to switch brains with you this evening.
I told you, Pop.
I'm ashamed to say that I agreed to go along with it, but only in the beginning. I don't want anything to do with it now.
That's an interesting tale. Seems to confirm Junior's side of things.
What are you going to do to him, Pop?
Oh, never kick a man when he's down, son. Only when he's not lucky.
Well, here's the crystal.
Well, I don't want it. Give it back to Frankenstein.
But he'll only try to slip it back to you when you're not paying attention.
Oh, let him try. It'll be a sorry day when I can't bamboozle the likes of him. But besides, I'm needing a little excitement.
But your nerves, Pop.
Well, my nerves will take care of themselves. Now, let's get down to cases. We've got to figure out a way to foul up the machinery around here. Do you think you could sneak down there to that machine and throw a wrench into the works?
I'll try, Pop.
Be careful, Junior.
Don't worry, Dad. I know this place like the back of my hand. Ah!
We're in trouble. Who else knows about the doctor's plans?
Igor, of course, and myself. I'm not sure about anybody else.
What about that Countess and that Count Alucard?
Well, Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards. I've heard that they're very jealous and that they're always flirting in front of each other.
Oh, I thought the Countess was a little friendly, but I figured it was on account of my charm. Well, do you think they're a part of this?
If Frankenstein got desperate, he might use anyone. He and the Countess were speaking when Miriam and I came in this evening.
Knowing human nature as I do, I'm going to guess that the doctor won't do it himself, but I'm going to lay my money, I think, on the Countess. I'm going to have an interesting evening.
Julius, I've been looking all over for you. You need to get dressed for dinner.
But I am dressed.
You can't eat that way.
Why not?
Julius, you bought 2 new tuxedos in Paris. And why did you wear one of them tonight?
I bought those monkey shirts because they fit and they were on sale. It didn't mean I was going to wear them. You don't have to wear one.
All I'm asking is that you dress halfway decently and don't look like something the cat drug in.
That'd be a mighty big cat.
Would it be too hard for you to try to do something to please me once in a while? Please don't embarrass me like you did on the boat. Mother. Oh, well, very well, Julius. Do as you please. I'll be waiting for you upstairs. Oh, and where's Junior? He's run off again.
He's doing me an errand.
Oh, all right.
That's the first argument she's given up in years.
She's trying very hard not to argue, Father.
What for? What would life be like without a little discussion now and then? Well, Talbot, we'll see you when we see you.
I never realized how much they argued until we came on this trip. You know, on the boat, he refused to wear his tuxedo when we were supposed to dine at the captain's table. What's the matter? You liked all my other stories.
Nothing.
Oh, don't be so gloomy. Relax. I'm not going to bite you. You had a nice day, didn't you?
Yes.
Good. It's a wonderful evening and you're going to have a wonderful time.
No, Miriam, I must be going this evening. I can't stay.
Leaving? But I...
Excuse me, Miss Woodknocker. I must speak with Mr. Talbot. You don't have time for talking to her. Where's the crystal?
Here. Take it and go to the devil.
Be a goody-goody around me, Talbot. Has the Countess returned?
The Countess? So that's who you're going to use on? I figured as much.
Don't worry yourself about that. You have a little problem of your own. And from the looks of you, we'd better hurry. I'll send Igor up with a sedative. He'll have to be injected. I'll talk to you in the morning.
What was that all about?
Nothing. Miriam, do you still have the wolf bait? The herb necklace that I gave you?
Yes, as silly as it is, I have it right here.
Miriam, no matter what happens, remember that we did have a wonderful day together.
What's the matter? You're acting so strangely this evening. Come here and look at the mountains. Oh, look! The moon is coming up over the mountains. It's so big and round. It never looks this way at home. I guess all the city lights are past the moon. Larry, let's go walk on the terrace. Larry!
Where's Talbot?
He's turned into a wild man. What's going on here, Mr. Frankenmeyer? Come here, we've got to help him.
No, I can't explain everything. He has a disease that affects him strangely. He's very dangerous when he's like this.
We have to help him. We have to.
No, we must not.
Oh, well, you're not going to help him. I will.
No.
Oh, Natasha, darling, it was quite innocent. You didn't have to swoop down on us like the red arrow.
Stay away from me or I'll scratch your eyes out.
Natasha.
Don't interrupt me when I am arguing. The first chance he gets in, he is off with some silly woman.
Oh, look, it is for free till you fight with your dad.
Natasha, where's the crystal? We must get it on Mr. Woodknocker immediately.
I am not interested in your little silly games anymore. Henry, do your own dirty work.
Oh, but you can't be mad at Vlad. It wasn't his fault. Mrs. McGonagall's to blame. She was flirting with him, throwing herself at him. Vlad was merely being polite.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
Yes, it is true. I am but an innocent bystander.
Innocent. Very well, Henry. I will take the crystal.
Thank you, darling. Remember, I'll be empty to make it up to you.
Leave it to me.
Yes, of course. Well, one last check of the instruments. We can't be too careful.
What is going on between you two, my love?
Nothing, my sweet. Henry is doing some sort of experiment, and he has given me this little crystal to keep for safekeeping.
He seems quite anxious. Must be very important.
Yes, he said that it was very important. Here, my darling, let me give it to you. I haven't the faintest idea what it is for, but I will give it to you for safekeeping.
It looks like a diamond.
Yes, it does. Keep it close to your heart, and don't lose it.
Just as I hold you close to my heart, my darling. Oh, Natasha, can you ever forgive me for the past?
After after tonight, there will be nothing to forgive. My sweet, Lord, Peppers, Gracias.
Oh, my darling, beautiful Natasha. My natural tea.
Well, when you're finished with her feet, you can start with mine. If that's not insult, I don't know what is. Ah, Natasha, leave your stuff shirt. Fly away with me. I love you.
Mr. Woodknocker, I don't know what to say.
I wouldn't know what to say either if I was in your place. Perhaps you could suggest something. In fact, to me, you do suggest something. To me, you suggest a baboon.
What?
Oh, I am so sorry. That wasn't fair to the rest of the baboons.
You are making me angry. I'm a man of few words.
I am a man of one word. Scram.
Come, Natasha. There's something to say. Leave me alone.
What? Are you still here? Don't look down, but there's one man too many in this room, and I think it's you. Ah, Natasha, the same old story. Boy meets girl. Romeo and Juliet, Minneapolis and St. Paul. Oh, but you can see, I mean, don't point that thing at me, I might go on. Ha! Whoa, yeah. I'm God. I studied fencing at the Acme Fence Company. Natasha, alone, relax. I can sit on your lap all night if you don't stand up. They shine like the pants of a cheap suit. It's not reflection on you, it's on the suit. Oh, now, Natasha, you must tell me that you're lying. We could run away together. We had a bungalow and you were on the inside and I was on the outside trying to get in, or you were on the outside and I was on the inside, or upside down or inside out. Anyway, we don't have to by Friday, the whole thing's up. Will you marry me?
Mr. Woodknocker, that would be bigamy.
Why, it'd be big of me too. Why, it'd be big of all of us.
I'm going to tell Mr. Woodknocker everything I heard. I knew you were a cad all along.
I always thought of myself as a Mercedes.
What a strange woman. What will you do now?
Oh, I didn't know you were busy.
Where did he come from?
The fireplace, and I wish you'd go back. Oh, Countess, meet me out in the garden under the moon. You and the moon. Wear a necktie so I'll know you. And while the moon is sneaking around the clouds, I'll be sneaking around you.
Pa, I saw Frankenstein tell Igor down there that he gave the crystal to the Countess.
Well, she hasn't slipped it to me yet, and heaven knows I've given her every opportunity. What about the machine?
I couldn't get close to it. Frankenstein kept fiddling with the dials and changing knobs.
Well, why don't you slip back down there and look for your opportunity, and I'll have to figure out a way that we can get Frankenstein back up here.
I'll try, Pa.
All right, well, hurry.
My husband may be aggravating, but he is not unfaithful.
Oh, but I heard him and I saw him.
But are you sure? You said yourself you were coming out of a faint. You must be mistaken.
Well, if you don't want to take my word for it, I sleep. In fact, I'm going up and pack my bags. I've been frightened by bats and chased by heaven knows what. And for all intents and purposes, I've been called a liar. I'm going to visit the Count's castle. He promised to show me his broken battlement.
What a mess of a vacation. Looks like I've been deserted by everyone now.
Excuse me. I did not realize this room was occupied.
The room isn't crowded. Come in.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Count Halifax from Transylvania. You remind me of the beautiful women on my country.
Oh, how do you do? I'm enchanted to meet you.
Oh, it is I who enchanted to meet you. You have such a lovely neck, like a sun.
I can't.
You shine like the moon of my night, rising above the rugged mountains of my beautiful country.
Now, Count, I don't think you should talk that way. You just met. I hardly know you.
But such evenings were made for giving a country.
Count, I'm a married woman. I do not appreciate such advances.
Forgive me, dear lady, I meant no offense. I but a lonely traveler of the night. And You have reminded me of the beautiful women of my country. Forgive me for my rashness. I am at peace.
This is where I came in. You've taken the grass. You told me the hole.
Julius, what are you doing over there?
Getting an earful. Don't worry, my dear. I shall protect you from this monster.
Oh, Julius, don't be so melodramatic.
You trust me for the last time, Mr. Woodchuck. I shall destroy you.
You'll have to catch me first. Be careful, Count. I have a black belt. I might have been first.
You think I fear you, you orange Julius?
Cheese on the fire and find out. Every man must do what he can, protect his country. Mom, apple pie, not necessarily in that order.
Oh, what's going on down here? Oh, Count. What happened?
Mr. Woodpecker attacked me.
Horrible man.
What's going on in here?
What's going on in here? We're having a party. You know how to warm up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Julius, darling, I've been waiting for you.
What does she mean? Julius, darling.
I told you there's something hanky-panky going on.
It means nothing. She's just overwhelmed by my charm.
Does he have the crystal?
You mean this?
How did you get it?
Now I have it.
Stop him! Stop him! Get that crystal! It's nearly time! Stop him!
Where
It's 11 o'clock!
Where are you going, Julius? Get that thing back and stop this madness!
Oh, hey!
Get out of here!
Through the...
Where is it here?
I went that way.
Hey! Hey! What are we doing? We want him to have the crystal.
Aha! So you thought you could steal my brain? Well, the break is up, Frankenstein.
Steal your brain?
Yes. Whoever's holding this crystal will have his brain switched with his monster.
But Natasha, you gave that crystal to me.
Well, darling, it was only a joke.
Count, don't worry, you can have it back.
I don't want it!
Hot potato. I don't want it.
Master! Master! The machine is going to explode! Oh, that boy!
The machine! The machine!
Pop! Pop! I did it! I ran around and twisted knobs and pulled levers, and I blew up the machine. Igor tried to stop me, but I was too fast for him. Pop, are you okay?
Oh, I married your mother because I wanted children. Imagine my disappointment when you arrived.
Aw, that's right, Pop.
I'll help your sister, Ruth.
Natasha, darling. I think I've had enough vacation in this quiet, restful retreat. Come, let us leave this crazy and return to the simple life of Transylvania.
Yes, my dear. Will you ever forgive me for my foolish thoughts? I belong to only you.
Of course, my dear. Never to look at another woman again.
Well, goodbye, Henry. Where's Henry?
Probably fiddling with his monster. He'll never give up.
Well, goodbye to his Woodmaker and family.
Miriam! Miriam!
Oh, look! It is Mr. Talbot, and he is not the wolfman any longer. And the moon is still in the sky.
Miriam, I'm not sure what's happened. The power released when the machine exploded. It's done something. Miriam, I'm cured. Will you marry me?
Yes. It's all right with my parents.
Well, it's all right with me as long as he wears his flea collar.
Come, my dear, let us fly away together as we used to.
Or jump to that tree! Oh, on the left. And after all the things he said.
Oh, Mrs. McGonagall, you're a woman that's been getting nothing but dirty breaks. You know, we can clean the picture breaks, but you'll have to stay in the garage overnight.
Julius, be nice to Mrs. McGonagall. She suffered enough.
All right, Mrs. McGonagall, I am going to be nice to you. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Well, was this vacation exciting enough for you?
We came on this trip to get away from excitement. Julius, I will never understand you, but after 20 years of marriage, I'm going to stop trying to change you. Let that be a lesson to you, Miriam. If you can't change them before you're married, you never will afterwards.
Good thing he's already changed.
Very true, Ruth. Just remember, I'm a revolutionary. A warrior against the status quo, against the boredom of paltry little lives. Come, we'll lodge with my fleas in the hills. I mean, we'll flee to my lodge in the hills. Come, Junior, we've got packing to do. Mrs. McGonagall, you can come too.
Well, Miriam, it certainly does feel great to be myself again. Even if the doctor's brain transfer was a failure, he did cure me. Well, Igor, where is the doctor?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was muttering something about his machine.
Well, I'm sure we'll see him again. Now, Miriam, let's take that walk together in the moonlight. We'll just wait.
Nobody ever asked me to walk in the moonlight.
Igor, come down here and get me out of these chains. What do you mean? Chaining me up in the dungeon?